So number 6, it says the figure is made from a part of a square and a part of a circle. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to find the perimeter of the whole shape and the area of the whole shape. Perimeter, as it relates to circles, is going to be the circumference. And then area is still area. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to look over at this shape. Okay, if I'm finding the circumference of this part of a circle, okay, this was on our IXL a bunch. How much of your circle do you want? Okay, if I was to make a circle and I want to imitate a piece like that, how much of my circle do you see? That is 1/4. So when I solve for the circumference, I don't want the whole circumference. I just want 1/4 of the circumference. Okay, already I have these numbers on the outside of my shape, so I know I can have 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10, which equals 30. So that's a lot of my perimeter right now. This is the part I don't know. So figuring that out, I need R equals, D equals, and C equals. Okay, well, based on this picture, right, center to the outside, which is what this is, center to the outside, I know which piece of my circle. Radius, diameter, or circumference. I know the radius. The radius is 5. It says so right here. All right, well, if the radius is 5, we know that the diameter is double the radius, so this is 10. Then the circumference is pi, right, times diameter. So 3.14 times 10. Well, in my calculator, 3.14 times 10, what do we get? 31.4. But again, I don't want the whole circumference. That would be this whole circle. That's not what I want. I only want this section right here. So that means I need to take 31.4 and I need to times 1/4. You could also divide by 4. When you do that, you should get 7.85. So that's what I want. So then I'm going to do 30 plus 7.85. In your calculator, you should get 37.85 as your answer. Okay? Then for the area, same thing. Okay, we're going to find the area of all this figure, and then we're going to find the area of this section of a circle. It's still a quarter of a circle, so I want a quarter of the area. So R equals, D equals, this time I need A. Radius is still 5, diameter is still 10. Area, though, is going to be 5 squared times 3.14. So 5 squared is 25. 25 times 3.14, you should get 78.5. But again, I don't want the whole thing. I want to multiply it by 1/4. So I should get 19.625 in my calculator. I want you to try these numbers in your calculator. Don't just write it down because I'm writing it down. I want you to understand the process. Okay? So this is the area of this chunk right here. So I need 19.625 plus all of this. Well, I'm going to cut it up into pieces I know. So now I've got a rectangle and a square. Well, that rectangle is a 10 by 5 rectangle. 10 times 5, base times height is 50. Then I've got this square down here, 5 by 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 50 plus 25 is 75. So I'm going to add 75 plus 19.625 in my calculator. And I get 94.625 is my answer. That should be your area. If you have questions, see Miss Grew. Otherwise, make sure you've got this down, ready to rock and roll.